Thank you for showing up to today's episode of The Bell Zone with your boy, Victor Bell, where I talk all things real estate, investing, money, finance, business, marketing, and sales, all that stuff, because I love it. Anyways, today I wanted to kind of talk to you about something that I think is super important, especially for you guys that are thinking about investing, whether it's with Bell Capital or investing on your own. And that's the cost of loss. The cost of loss. Sharon and I were talking about it. We were talking about a real estate deal that was coming down the pipe. And I was thinking when she was talking, I was like, dude, you know what? All the loss I've had, the cost of my losses, meaning like there was something I didn't do. I should have went in on a deal. I should have made the investment. I should have bought this property or whatever that was, because we've all went through that. And I'm sure you guys watching this, there's something you should probably look back on your life and you go, dude, I should have did it. There was a loss associated, a measurable loss associated with you not doing something, right? Because now when I look at stuff, I'm like, dude, what's the cost of me not doing it? Not the cost of me doing it. Because if I do it, I'm going to win. Because if it's a real estate deal and I think we're going to make $5-6 million, we're going to double our money in 7 to 10 years for our investors, or I buy like some small multifamily deal or a subject-to deal, and I think I'm going to make like $50,000 to $100,000. We can all measure the gain. But no one wants to look at the loss, right? Some people, the smart guys on the spreadsheets, call it opportunity, like a loss of opportunity cost, whatever that is. But to me, when I look at it in a couple of things. Number one, cost of loss. Number one, it's not money first, and money's last to me. But the number one thing is time. The time that I spent mentally masturbating over a deal that I'm like, man, should I do this deal? I start to kind of really think about it. And so you guys know, like I'm a real human being. I'm a real person. When I don't do something, I'm not just thinking about it in the moment. I'm thinking about it at dinner. I'm thinking about it at my kids' games. I'm thinking about it when I go to the beach. I'm thinking about it when I lay in bed at night. I'm kind of clutching the pillow like, man, I'm thinking about this deal. Should I do it? Should I? Like there's an abnormal amount of time that goes into thinking about that situation, whatever it was. That is also a cost when you lose, when you lost, when you don't do something or you don't take action. That's huge. All right. So the other one is growth. Could you imagine if every time you took an opportunity to do something that you knew was going to be good for you and you executed on it? Do you know the growth progression that you would have in your business and in your life and your money, your real estate investing, whatever? Like the level of growth only comes when you take action in an environment that you aren't sure what the outcome is going to be. That's growth. If you know what you're going to do every day, like you're not going to grow because you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth every day. You'll grow from like doing something that's out of your comfort zone, that pushes you into your next potential. All right. So when you don't do those things, you regress. You come backwards a little bit. You stop growing, right? You always hear people say like, if you're not growing, you're dying. Well, that is also a cost loss that you experience when you don't take action on something you know you should do. You actually stop growing, right? And you become comfortable. The other thing, this one is probably the number one thing. It's confidence. When you don't take action on something, then one of the main costs of your loss of not doing something is your confidence. You don't gain confidence in yourself. 1, to make decisions, 2, to execute on something, and 3, to see it through. Very important. So you figure if you don't have confidence to execute on something, you don't have confidence to see it through, you don't have confidence to make quick decisions, all of the future opportunities for you to make a decision on something gets weighed up against that new thing. Oh man, you don't unconsciously, your brain goes, yeah, you didn't make a decision last time. You didn't execute on that thing last time. You didn't see it through last time. Before you know it, it starts to stockpile and you're like, man, what's going on? That is also a cost. So the cost of your loss, the cost of you not doing something also plagues your mind big time in your level of confidence. And then the next one that I look at when there's a cost of loss is the level of connections. How many new connections am I going to make? For example, we started Bell Capital. It's a real estate fund. It's a $50 million fund. I've made more new connections having a real estate fund than I would have just being a normal real estate guy doing deals on my own, meeting a few sellers and a few of my friends and business guys that I've known for like 20 plus years. I wouldn't even know all of the new people that I've met today. I took on that opportunity to be like, man, all right, I'm going to start a fund. I'm going to spend the money. I'm going to make the investment. I'm going to get this set up. I had to meet new SEC attorneys. I had to meet new requirements with other real estate attorneys, financial people, accountants, all the property management companies that are going to handle the assets that we have. Like all of these new connections were made because I made a decision. Now, think about it. I wouldn't know the people over at Greystar. I wouldn't know the people over at Crowdfunding Lawyers. I wouldn't know Oliver and Raf and all the different people that I met in the capital space. I wouldn't know Hugo over at Mercadia. I wouldn't like all of the connections that I've currently made to help support us in this real estate fund. I wouldn't know who they were at all. So the cost of loss of not making new connections for taking action also really does affect you. And we're all waiting for this one. The cost of loss of money. Do you know I can and I have this in one of my trainings, as a matter of fact, that I say you're probably lost. For me, it's probably $25 million worth of profit in deals that I screwed up, that I said the wrong thing, and primarily the ones that I didn't do. That's just what I can think of, just my memory. Oh, wow, shit. I would have made $5 million on this deal. I would have made $7 million on this deal. I probably would have made $12 million on one specific deal that I talked to a buddy of mine. He's like, you got to get it for cheaper. I knew that was a good deal. I listened to him. That cost me $12 to $15 million to this day. And it's been less than 3 years on that deal. I hate that. You know what that does is what I said. It cost me my money. First, it cost me like 15, just that one deal, $15 million. It cost me new connections because had we bought that apartment building, the brokers and me probably would still be doing deals of that specific property. It cost me my confidence because I was like, dang, that one gave me more confidence because I was like, I knew I was right. There was a piece in me that doubted because I listened to somebody else who had their failed stuff, their cost of loss, and I listened to them and I bought it. But like that made my confidence go down. And in the right other side too, I realized, dude, you were right. So my confidence also went up. So it was an adverse effect for me because that's how I think. And the growth that I had, hell, that would have been another 128 units to our portfolio, another $50 million asset to our portfolio, and my personal growth of who I am as Victor Bell and how I connect with you guys. Like all of that stuff, that not including the time that I probably wouldn't have been hugging my pillow. I would have been dancing, and so would my investors on that one. You know, all of those things tie in together. So when you think about not making a decision, doubting your own decisions, going back on decisions you've already made, go through the cost of loss. Like, what is it for you? The time that you spend doubting yourself and how it makes you really feel like hours and hours and hours. Even if you're not physically doing anything, you're in your head about it. The energy that it takes to kind of focus on those things, right? The growth, the lack of growth you have, the shrinking feeling that you have, like, damn, I know I'm better than this and I should be moving forward, but I'm worried. The what ifs about the future. Don't worry about that. Next, the confidence that you have, the loss of confidence in your ability to make decisions, execute on those decisions, and see something through till the end. And then last but not least, the connections that you could have made had you done the deal, but now you didn't. Even if it's just buying a property. Let's say you bought a property and you moved into this new place. You're going to meet new neighbors. Your people across your street, the kids in the neighborhood, maybe the new school that your kids are going to go to, or the people that live in and around you, the little the stuff that they have going on in the community that you wouldn't have even known had you not moved there. But if you don't do it, you lose those connections, those new connections that could elevate you to the next level. All right. So now, how does this apply if you were looking to invest money with us at Bell Capital? Well, shit. You could be investing and now all of a sudden you got like more time on your hands because now you're not need to deal with not need to manage the properties themselves. You got growth because your net worth is going to grow, your income is going to grow, and the money that you invest, let's say you invested 300 grand, your 300,000 in a multifamily deal is worth now 300,000 is probably worth 900,000, close to $1 million. All right. The confidence that you have, you're gonna be like, dude, I did it. I banged, man. I invested in a deal. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting educated by this guy. I trust Victor. I know him. I like him. I love him. And you're going to be riding off of my confidence to do a deal. And that gets lended. It's like I said earlier, like one thing to make you confident. The other thing makes you go, man, I want to do this. The other one goes, man, I'll never lose out on that again. And then last but not least, the connections. You're going to connect with more people because now you could say, I'm an investor in these deals. I'm an investor in this situation. You can walk into a room full of people now, and now you can have that title of, hey, dude, I'm an investor. So you're going to make more connections than you had made before than if you just say, hey, I'm a business owner, I'm a this, I'm a that. Let me just be honest with you. People are attracted to people who move forward and stuff. So if you're doubting yourself, think about the cost of loss. What are the things that you're losing out on because you refuse to just pay the price, pay the investment, pay the time, make the decision, stick to your shit, help you grow? Like, this is what I want you guys to think about. It's so important because I've been through this too, man. I express my cost of losses by not doing certain things, but I don't want you to go through that. So look, if I can help you, I really want to do that. If you're interested in investing with us, go to bell-capital.com. We can help you out. You can schedule a call with me. I'm looking forward to talking to you, especially about your own personal situation, how it works. You got to be accredited. The minimum is $100,000 to invest with us, or you can go all the way up to $10 million, man. I'd love to have you in that situation because we are working on deals currently right now. If you just want to reach out to me, you can do that. Like this video, share this video, comment on this video if you like it. If you hate it, give it a thumbs down. Don't be a hater and a hider at the same time. I want to hear from you. Oh, subscribe to my channel. We're trying to grow our subscription, and by doing that, I can talk to more people. I can help more people. You can comment. I can make very specific videos that you want the information about because I love connecting with you. I want to meet every one of you guys. I want to look you in the face, shake your hand, say it's great to meet you, find out about you and what you're doing in the world, and see how we can work together. I believe in helping and collaborating with other people because I want to grow and I want to help you grow too. So thank you guys so much. Keep tuning in. I'll do this for you because I care. Remember, do not suffer through the cost of loss, man. It's not necessary. Have a great day, guys. Get this thing done. Let's go.